ఫోర్సైట్ న్యూస్కి స్వాగతం. నేను మీ యాంకర్ వీసీ. ఈరోజు మనతో పాటు మిస్సెస్ ఇండియా 1 in a million మిస్సెస్ స్నేహల్ గారు మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు. ఆవిడ మాటలోనే ఆవిడ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఎలా స్టార్ట్ అయింది, ఈ జర్నీ ఎలా సక్సెస్ అయ్యారని విషయం తెలుసుకుందాం. సో మన ఆడియన్స్ అందరికీ హ్యాపీ ఉమెన్స్ డే. హలో మ్యామ్.
Thank you for having me here.
హలో మ్యామ్, వీఆర్ ప్లీజ్ టు హ్యావ్ హియర్. సో విష్ యూ హ్యాపీ ఉమెన్స్ డే మ్యామ్.
Thank you and wish you the same.
Thank
and
you.
to your audience also, happy Women's Day.
Being a mother and being a caring of after the marriage life, and you started as patient time applying over this, what made you inspired and how you got like this, ma'am?
See, after marriage, before marriage, I would definitely like to mention that I am a lawyer by profession and I was working with a construction company as a legal manager. And just because I got married to an army officer and our jobs were transferable, so I thought I'll take a break. So it was just a pause for some time that I will give priority to my family and whatever the army welfares and all the activities that we carry on and all. So I thought now I should prioritize my family. So that was the reason I left my job and I was just a housewife and I enjoyed being a housewife. For 14 years almost, I didn't do anything related to my profession. But I was always passionate about fashion, and there were a lot of programs that as an army wife we do.
Welfare association programs.
Yes, there are a lot of social
activities.
programs, social activities and all. So in those functions I used to always do MC.
Oh.
So I was a fixed MC for all the army functions. And lot of things that I learned being an army wife is always be prepared for uncertainties, be ready to face so many situations. Even when your husband is not around, you have to face it all alone. There are times when he is posted on border and I have to take care of my family all alone. But yes, there are other ladies in army who definitely are your pillars of support. So that is what made me strong, and I went on without even knowing what my passion was actually. 14 years passed by, then my son was almost 10 years old, and that was the time when I thought, okay, now it's the time that I should do something for myself. Son is getting independent, now what do I have more to do? And then that was when I told my husband that there's something I want to do but I'm not understanding what. He said, get back to your legal career or something, think about it. But that was not somehow I wasn't able to take a decision or take a call on that what I should
You
do.
wasn't completely in dilemma.
Yeah, but कुछ तो करना है types ना अब खुद के लिए. So I was just talking this, friends are the best
Supporters.
advisors for this. So I was talking to one of my bestie, her name is Rajni, and I told her, यार Rajni कुछ करना है अब खुद के लिए, something for myself. And as it is, I was always a fitness freak. So she said, you are fit, you have a good body, why don't you get into modeling?
Okay.
And when she said that, I was like, no way, modeling, I can't do it. That's not
You
my
were
cup of
shocked.
tea. I was completely like, no. Modeling, no way. And she said, no, see, I have been seeing you for so many years. I think that suits you. You can do it. You are even confident to go ahead with that kind of profession. So I said, okay. So it was more of her confidence that has pushed me to where I am today.
Boost you up a lot.
Yes, and yes, she was a great support at that time to really prepare me mentally also for this thing. And I was like, ठीक है, but then how do I start modeling at this age? I was 37 then.
Okay.
So it was like 37 में modeling सोचना भी, it's like कैसे यार, with the family, with the kids, can't leave him completely alone also. So she was the one who once just sent me the link to Mrs. India 1 in a million, the registration link. She filled it and she sent it to me, and she said, at least for me, try the auditions. And I was like, are you sure I can do this? This is a huge thing that you're telling me. And she said, hey, you just try for the auditions. And I just went on for the auditions. It was a secret till then between her and me. And
Till that, no one yet revealed.
no one. It was not at all revealed to anybody, not even to my husband or my mom. No one. Absolutely
Maintain
no
the
one.
secrecy is the first policy, I guess.
Yes, because I told her, let something happen, then we will disclose if it goes positive. Because I knew everybody would be shocked to know if I have chosen that field for myself.
Yeah.
So I was like quiet on that for quite a long time, and then the auditions happened over a telephonic conference call, and there were around many judges across the call, and they were, for almost more than an hour, they screwed me with the questions.
Oh my God.
And they were all related to general knowledge, to character, to how to gauge how your character is, to your related to your personality, and many questions.
So these many questions will be on a call?
Yes, on call. So it was like an interview over a call. And there were around
Like when we apply for a
5,000
software company,
applicants. Yes.
they give a call
Yeah.
for rounds.
And this kind of over the call, this was my first time experience.
Oh.
So it ended up after more than an hour it went on, and I was like, I have done this just for my friend. Now I was like, crossed fingers, ki, let's see whatever happens, we'll take it up. And then the other day, after 2-3 days, I got an email from them that
Okay.
you have been selected as the finalist for Mrs. India Million, and the grand finale will be on so and so and this. And then in the email itself, they tell us who will be our mentors, and
Okay.
they had given me good mentors, which I must say have always been through me throughout till the grand finale. Whatever doubts I had, they were always available for me. And then they used to give us task. So it wasn't ki till the grand finale we were not we were preparing for that grand finale over the calls, over the video calls. They used to get in touch with us. They used to see our walk videos.
So training completely they provide on the call?
On the call. On the call, it started immediately the day I was chosen finalist.
Okay.
There were around 5,000 applicants, out of which they shortlisted 72 finalists. And yes, out of the 72, they were all categorized age-wise. So there were 3 categories, and from the 3 categories, there were 3 winners in each category.
Oh my God. It's a big task.
It was really a big task, and there were NRIs also in the competition. So yes, I was a bit scared. But when I got to know that, yeah, now I am the finalist, that was the day that I said, okay, Rajni, now I'm doing this. And I'm going ahead with this. And then when I told my husband, he was also like, okay, fine, all the best for that. You can. They were pretty happy. So yes, family has always supported me in whatever decision I take. My parents were happy. My in-laws were happy too. So everybody was supportive.
So what were their reaction
then,
when
then the reaction was when I knew there was a swimsuit round as well. So, but the pageant was very cooperative. They had the option that in case you don't want that to be on media, we can always keep it undercover.
Okay.
So that way the pageant was, because knowing that it's Mrs. India, the ladies are married, some have some or the other restriction
Obligations.
from family side.
Yeah.
They don't want everything to come up in media. But I went ahead with that also, and in fact, you won't believe when I got a bikini for myself, I wore it. I showed it to my husband. I said, "I'm going to wear this for the swimsuit round." He said, "Wear a proper bikini. You know, this is not even looking like a bikini." I was like, "Is it you telling me this to wear a proper bikini?" Yeah, because see, if you're going for the competition, give your best shot. So that was like, okay, that was a big support for me. That okay, my husband is by me, so I can do my best.
Yeah.
I don't care what the world is going to say about it or anything.
So when we get support from a home, we'll be positive.
Yes, definitely. So it went on, and then it was grand finale where we were there for almost 7-8 days.
Okay.
And that was the time where I could experience nervousness, and I was super thrilled also, all at the same time. And in those 7 to 8 days, I can say I must have slept only for 4 to 5 hours.
Oh.
The schedule was that hectic, back-to-back grooming sessions, work sessions, ramp walk, talent round, many rounds. We were like, end of it, we were full of memories, but the tiredness was, it could be creeping on our face, you know. Are
So
these
how
really
many rounds
models?
were there?
There was a talent round, there was a ramp walk round, there was introduction round. There were a lot of briefing sessions also where they used to groom us about styling, about fashion. And there were learning was a lot. There were fittings around, whatever the sponsors, whatever the designers. There were a lot of celebrity designers there,
Yeah.
whose gowns and dresses we were wearing on the ramp and all. So yes, in all there are 4 to 5 rounds on which there are judgments. There is even a fitness round, and yeah, and that was in Delhi, in the temperatures of 5 degree and less that time, and we were doing all the swimsuit round and everything in that kind of temperature. But it was fun.
5 degrees, how you feel yourself?
Yeah. I can still get the goosebumps when I feel that that was how I was wearing a jacket over a bikini, and then just for that round I had to stop shivering and walk with confidence and all. But it was a great learning. It was very supportive also, even though the other participants were also supportive till the end. In fact, I never felt that they are my competitors.
Okay.
And they were always cheering me up, even when during the grand finale, it was after some time they start chucking out people, right?
Yeah.
So it's like top 8, then top 5 and all. So even when I was going ahead, none of them I could ever feel that they're jealous or the competition. And they were like, Snehal, come on, do it. Snehal, you can do it. You have it in you. So that was the moment yes, and our jury was Aditi Govitrikar. So I really feel blessed to having been crowned by Mrs. World, Dr. Aditi Govitrikar. So she was there, and that was a moment when cry and laughter met at the same point.
2 in 1.
And I was like, I don't even remember. I went backstage after winning the crown. I hugged one of the participants. I don't remember who she was today. And I just kept crying and crying and crying. But yes, they were all like hugging me and, cheering up for me. That was the best thing that happened backstage, more than what happened on stage.
So what words would you give to the woman who has, like, from your stage, being a lawyer and and maintaining the household things after comeback? So there are many women like you,
Yes.
who are still struggling. So how can you define the woman as, and what words would you
I
give?
feel each of us has that potential of doing what we want. There is a genius in every woman, no doubt. She is very strong, and even during my grand finale, there was a question of some sort of related to women and all, and I said that a woman can be it all and have it all. It's just a matter of decision. It's just a matter of choice. The day she chooses that she is the main character of her life, of her story, she can write her story just the way she wants it. So I feel whoever is listening to me, and whoever thinks they have a bucket list of dreams and they want to do something, but just because of family or engagements or after marriage, if you think it's over now, no, it's not like that. It's never over. You can begin anytime, and it's never too late to set another goal.
So how your child life has gone?
Child life has always been, I'm born with a golden spoon. I'm the only child, and my parents I'm the only child, and my parents have always treated me like a princess only. And so it was nice during my I am from Mumbai basically, and born and brought up in Mumbai. My schooling and education, everything is from Mumbai. During college days, I was a national level chess player. Mumbai local, yes. Mumbai local. So I have struggled in that life as well. I have struggled with the railways, and although my parents could have given me a luxurious life, but they always wanted me to know the other side of life also.
Okay.
So they have made me struggle also.
So even mom and dad were also like employees?
Mom was a housewife, but after I was born, till then she was working in Sessions Court in the criminal department only. So my legal background starts from there only.
So family is completely loyal. From that you got inspiration, I guess.
Yes, most of them. My bhabhi is a judicial magistrate. There are IPS officers in the family. There are judges in the family. My dad was working in Air India, and then he took a retirement from there.
Okay.
So yes, so but nobody from the fashion industry. What I am doing, I don't think anybody in my bloodline has ever done this.
Not from the mother's side, not from the mother-in-law side.
Nobody. It was just my cousin sister that she is now in Canada, and she is
Yeah.
an NLP practitioner and a Gestalt practitioner now, and she is into counseling and all. But yes, she was for quite some time. She was working in Marathi film industry.
So being a lawyer, like in the childhood, you have decided that you want to be a lawyer. Unlike you was inspired by, has your parents have told that you want to be a lawyer? It's like that, or it's your own decision?
That age, you really don't know whether you are deciding for yourself or what you're seeing and you're getting influenced by somebody. Yes, I saw people in my family into that profession, and I thought ki theek hai. It was like sometimes I used to feel I should become a pilot, sometimes I used to feel I should get into UPSC and I should try for IS, and sometimes I used to even feel that I should get into army. So I have even dreamt of that at some point of time. But then I thought, theek hai, let me get into legal profession only. And yes, when I was, I cleared my graduation in commerce, and then I fortunately scored well, and I got admission in the top college of law in Mumbai. And so I thought, ki theek hai, chalo, let's go ahead with this. And I was very much doing well also in my profession, but it was just that theek hai, I had to marry an army officer and reach here. So I had to leave that profession. I had to take a pause from there and do something else.
So when you was a lawyer, so what are the challenges you have faced? कैसे लगा lawyer का life?
Lawyer ka life, see, when I was, I did 2 years of my law, and then the third year, which was my Sanad year, at that time, I used to go to Arthur Road jail to see the juveniles. And I used to file bail applications for free for them. And whenever I used to hear their stories and all, the family background that they've done, like, I have always had a good background. I have never seen the other side of life is so bad. And seeing those kids suffering so bad, it was really disturbing for me. I used to even cry if I listened to any
Sad story,
story or
stories
emotional. Oh my God, I used to feel something like that can also happen. And I used to really feel great that I am born in a family like this, and I've never suffered something like this. So yes, being in gratitude always is what I have learned from there. Ki, no, you really have to be happy because there is a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain. There were many, and I have worked a lot for them at that time. And as legal challenges, then I got into a construction company, and I got onto the corporate side of law. My company has supported me so much that it was a great learning experience with them. I would say I only had theoretical knowledge of law, but the practical knowledge of law and how to get things going was only after joining the construction company. It's now known as Hubtown. That formerly it was known as Akruti.
Okay.
So I was working there.
See, that time you feel like what a challenge it was.
Yes, and what you learn as a theory is completely different when you get into the practical field of law. What you have to
We
actually
heard
do
that
it.
it'll be different.
Yes.
But it's a challenge, just like something I heard it from you right now.
Yeah, it is challenging. Sometimes, those cases and all, when you see it on ground, even if you're watching it on a television, it's a different thing. And when you watch it in front of you, it's a completely, your mental peace is disturbed, at least for days. And I have suffered that. Even if the thing is not happening to me, seeing somebody else in that place was also disturbing. But yes, maybe that was a journey, and today I'm mentally strong.
So after doing a practice, getting a good position, but is there any particular reason for quitting the job and moving to with a marriage life or anything?
The only reason was because if I had to practice in law, then every state that my husband gets posted to, I would have to change my license. And that was not practically possible. So what I used to do is, whenever priority was always a family. So I wanted to move on wherever he goes, and I wanted to be with him. That was my choice of leaving the job. So I joined him after marriage. Wherever he was, I have always been with him. And whenever possible, as a legal counselor, I have worked for the army families. So I was always there into counseling and all, though I didn't get into the earning side of it. But as a counselor, I was always working for the army families.
So everyday transfer. So how many places you have traveled?
Oh, by now, even I have forgotten completely the count, but almost 10 to 11, you can say. And I have been to those places which maybe even Google doesn't know to pin on Google Maps nowadays. Like places like Jalipa, I'm sure many of you don't know. And that's in Rajasthan, very close to Bardmer and all. And I have been to Kashmir also, on the very, very extreme
top
border, the
Jammu
top,
Tawi,
yeah, even ahead of that. So there are some places like Khunmu and all, which people might not know, but yes, the army friends would definitely know. Okay, so we have been. That army life teaches you how to face uncertainties. So you're always prepared. You have two plans: Plan A, Plan B. If Plan A doesn't work, then you have to be prepared.
Jump to Plan B
Jump to
directly.
Plan B. So it's always whatever I have to do. I am
Yeah.
always ready with two plans. If this doesn't work, then this.
So army is a place where you have the traveling experience a lot.
Yes.
So how was your traveling experience in this stage? With the with a child living away from the family, from the parents, and taking care of the mother-in-law and taking the children, it's a big task for any woman.
Yes, it is a big task, but in that case, I would say that see, all the army families are staying away from their parents. So it's like we all become a family. So whoever is the senior most in army is like just like my mom who will take care of me in case if I need something, my neighbors and all. They become good friends of yours. So you really don't miss your family when you really get good and helping friends. You get the other way experiences as well. But most of the time I was fortunate to have good friends in army. And it's been now 16 years in army and I still have those bonds strong, no matter where we are posted. But yes, we make sure that
Connections
we
are always
connect,
there.
at least on WhatsApp. Thanks to WhatsApp on that. Thanks to
Online
Insta.
need to connect a lot.
Online, yes. So we are connected.
So what sort of like in army? What sort of social services are there? So which is not known to the society.
Yeah, see, there are a lot. Sometimes the martyr's family is always taken care of till the end. And there are other things also. Sometimes there are many families who are not even educated, and we conduct welfare programs for them, wherein we impart knowledge on how to protect yourself. There are many other yoga programs. There are many institutes within army wherein we carry on vocational courses. We can even provide them self-employment through teaching them stitching, tailoring classes, and many such classes that are carried on within the institute, by the institute, certified by the institute, so that they can have that independence of earning on their own. And then we also have centers where their made products are displayed. They can sell it from there, they can earn. So we do try to make them also independent and feel empowered.
So when coming to this your life,
Yeah.
after marriage life is you. Which vote will you give for the after marriage or the before marriage? Which one will the best?
They were both. I was pampered both ways.
Only one. If you want to choose only one, then what?
Then this, because I think I'm living my childhood dreams now. It was a dream when I was a child.
Yeah.
That yes, and I used to irritate my parents by singing that one song always. Banungi main, Miss India. So I used to keep singing that song. I think it is Alisha Chennai's
I guess.
song, है ना? So I used to keep, and at that time also I never thought of getting into that. Ki I should get into Miss India or something like that.
God have listened the words.
But I think manifestation works.
Yeah.
Chalo, not Miss India, तो Mrs. India.
आ गई.
I'm happy with that.
So Mrs. India बनने के बाद, so what are the opportunities you have gotten?
I do have offers as a brand ambassador right now, which I am working on. It's there in the pipeline. There is
brand, you are always a brand ambassador.
Yeah.
That is Many will get, and that was the best one, which I've seen the water bottles and some sort of a things which
Yes,
you have.
yes.
Amazing.
Thank
But
you.
how come you have maintained that? Because everybody gets the opportunities. So how to maintain it? What is the main intention? After that, any movies you are planning, and what's it?
Yes, I'm planning for movies and all, and I am going to start from Chandigarh. Very soon I'll be shifting to Chandigarh for the same. I have
Transfer.
some, yeah.
Again
My
the
husband has gone posted to Hisar, and so Chandigarh would be the right place for me. I know it is a fashion, beautiful city with
Album
lot
songs
of
बहुत अच्छा होता है.
हाँ बहुत अच्छा तो काफ़ी म्यूज़िक एल्बम्स है जो मैं कर सकती हूँ वहाँ पे एंड अब मेरे कनेक्शंस वहाँ अच्छे बन चुके हैं सो व्हाट हेल्प्स in this industry is your connections. If you have good connections, which I have developed over a period of time, and yes, they are very helpful. All you need is connections. Rest, nothing works, and yes, perseverance, hard work, always.
So, as the occasion of the Women's Day, what words would you give to the women?
I would always say embrace
girl
your
and a woman.
embrace your uniqueness, whether you are a girl or a woman. You are unique in your own way. Just be yourself and never ever think that marriage, for women especially, those who are married, I would say never ever think that marriage ho gayi, bacche ho gayi, khatam. No, if you really have even your childhood dream, please go ahead with it. Just shatter the boundaries that you feel are your obstacles and go ahead, achieve your goals. You can be it all and have it all.
Once again, congratulations for being Mrs. India 1 in a
Thank
million,
you.
and thank you for coming to the studio.
Thank
Wishing
you.
a happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you and same to you. Thank you.